Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really feeling myself in this Bratz Rock Angels look inspired by, of course, the iconic line Bratz Rock Angels, one of my favorite lines from Bratz ever. Not my favorite from all time, but like, I don't know if I could choose a favorite Bratz line. But anyway, yeah, this look is inspired by that doll line where the Bratz girls are rock and roll stars. So here are the prototype pictures. I'm just going to show you a couple of faces close up for reference as well. This is Chloe. I was also quite inspired by her look for this video. This is Sasha. These pics, by the way, are from Passion for Fashion Bratz. This is Roxy, by the way. I love her smoky look. I love Roxy. And here's Yasmin. I love Passion for Fashion Bratz. It's a great resource. Check them out. And here is Jade, who is the main inspiration for this look here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look here, inspired by the Bratz Rock Angels. I'm absolutely obsessed with the way this makeup came out, and then I added some accessories as well and like dressed to the theme. So if you want to see this look, it's kind of based on Jade's look because I feel like I'm most like Jade in terms of appearance. So I felt like her makeup also suited my personal makeup aesthetic the best. So I did my look inspired by the Jade dolls from this line. I'm really excited for the Bratz re-release of Rock Angels. I think it's dropping on October 1st, which is super soon. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up the dolls. I don't know how they're going to be in Australia, like when they're going to drop here, but I know that they are releasing in America on October 1st. Super excited for you guys. Tell me your thoughts on them. Bratz Rock Angels is one of my favorite Bratz lines ever. I think the aesthetic is so strong. Just a heads up, I have no brows from here.
It's so iconic. And I love, of course, the album, the movie, and particularly the song So Good. Also go listen to Princess Bree's cover of Bratz's So Good because it's a bop. I think that's all I have to say. If you want to see how I did this 2000s Bratz Rock Angels look, how many times am I going to say Rock Angels in this video? Like 100. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna just pop my hair back with this little cat ear headband that I have. It's really cute, and also it reminds me a little bit of like Jade from Bratz because her nickname is Cool Cat. Obviously from the title and the intro, this is a Bratz kind of Rock Angels look. So I'm gonna take off this necklace because this is not with the look. It doesn't go. I'll pop on. I think I have a necklace in mind. I think I'll wear like my Tiffany necklace because it's a little bit more Y2K, matching this genre. I'm going to go straight in with my Angel Veil primer from NYX. I think it's really funny that this is called Angel Veil because obviously this is a Bratz Rock Angels look. Obviously I didn't buy this primer with Rock Angels in mind, but that was a lucky coincidence. I actually really like this primer. It's really grown on me, and I'm using this primer today because I will be doing some filming later and I want my makeup to last through the day. It's kind of a hot, sunnier day here in Sydney, and I would like my makeup to last through the whole day. I probably look kind of like, oh, probably not. I don't know. Maybe I look a little scary right now because I have no eyebrows. If you're wondering where my eyebrows went, in my most recent video before this one, I posted about how I bleached off my eyebrows. I'm really into it. I have so much versatility that I can do with my looks now that I have no eyebrows. So I'm excited to play around with some eyebrowless looks. I'm just popping on some foundation. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation, the one with the red lid, comfort serum, yada yada yada. And I'm just going to apply this all over the face. I usually go for like 3 pumps for like super full coverage. Just my preference, but you don't have to go for as much coverage if you don't want to. Today's look, I'm going to try and mimic Jade's look from the Rock Angels line. I believe out of all of the Bratz lines ever, that the Rock Angels line is their best-selling collection or like line of all time, which kind of surprises me, to be honest, because like it's a really iconic line and obviously I love it, but I don't know if it's the one I would have picked to be the most best-selling. Obviously it's not my call what's the best-selling, but I don't know if I would have picked it to be the best-selling. Would you guys like me to do other Bratz lines the way I'm doing makeup inspired by the Rock Angels line? Like, would you like me to do looks inspired by like Fashion Pixies or like diamonds, Bratz Forever Diamonds, Bratz? Anyway, like what lines would you like me to do looks of? Because I'm down to do more Bratz inspired looks, but I just don't know if you guys are interested in that. I haven't really done like Bratz inspired looks or like doll inspired looks on my channel before, but I'm a big fan of like dolls obviously, so I'm down. I'm not one for like a full face paint cosplay most of the time though. I'm more into like if I was gonna do these looks, it's more like inspired by their makeup rather than like a cosplay transformation, if that makes sense. I feel so much like an alien when I don't have eyebrows and I put on foundation. I'm really into it. I'm just popping on a little bit of concealer. This is the Lasting Matte Concealer, also from Rimmel, and I'm just using the same brush to pop that down underneath my eyes and down the sides of my nose. That's the areas I get a little bit more redness, and so I want to brighten those areas further. By the way, the brush that I've used for my whole look so far is just called the Buffing Brush from Nude by Nature. It's just a pretty versatile kind of buffing face brush, and I use it for everything. I try to minimize how many brushes I get dirty out of each look, so that's why I'm going in with this one today. The only area that's like always dark for me, other than like this random pimple that I have today, is I feel like on my nose just here, you can kind of see there's like a little bit of like darkness there, so I always try and like conceal that if I can as well. I don't know, I know it's like probably just freckles or something, but I wish my nose wasn't dark there because it's just like a random bop in the middle of my face. I don't know, it probably doesn't irritate anyone else, but it's not my favorite. Anyway, I'm going to powder my face now. I'm going to be using this powder from Nuve. It's a brand that I bought in Taiwan at a Taiwanese drugstore, and I'm just going to go in with this brush from Real Techniques again and set the whole face. This is a really nice mattifying powder, and it was very affordable, and I'm really into it. It's probably going to disappear soon because, as you can tell, I have major pan in here, but it was a good one. And I hope that next time I go to Taiwan, which hopefully will be soon, maybe I can pick it up or something similar because I've been enjoying it. And I do use a lot of powder. It's a nice size, like it's very small. Usually when I was like, before lockdown, I was able to take this with me in my like travel everyday makeup bag, and it was a good size to like fit in there. Because some powders can be really large packaging, and so, you know, also I'm usually like more of a loose powder kind of person, but I do think that pressed like powders tend to be in smaller packaging, and so it's a little bit more travel friendly or travel convenient. Anyway, I feel pretty set now. Really into how I keep looking at myself because I'm not used to seeing myself with no eyebrows. I'm really into it. Now I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm going to use a light bronzer today because I feel like this line of Bratz didn't really have like a heavy bronze going on. So I'm going to be using the Body Shop's bronzer because this one is kind of like lighter on my skin tone compared to the other bronzers I usually go for. I probably still will bronze up a lot because I'm into bronzing, but I probably won't bronze as heavily as like I typically would. This bronze is kind of lighter on my skin tone. It's shade 3 medium matte, but I still feel like it's kind of like a lighter bronzer compared to other shades in my collection. This isn't also a very warm toned bronze. I kind of went for a more neutral toned bronze for this look. I just felt like it would suit the vibes more. So I'm just bronzing down the sides of the cheeks, just really blending that in, and then also going underneath the jawline here just to blend it down the neck a little bit, just because, I don't know, I'm into the way that looks. I'm also going to take that on the forehead as well, just to bring shape back to the face. I feel like I accidentally bronzed a little bit too much up there. I don't know, like picked up on my acne a bit, so I'm just going to go back in with, where's that buffing brush? I'm just going to clean that up with that buffing brush from earlier because I would not like to highlight my acne with bronzer. It's not the vibe. I'm also going to go in on my forehead. I can't remember if I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, I'm really excited to hopefully do my brows kind of thinner today because Bratz have thin brows, and now that I've bleached my brows, I feel like I can do a thinner brow. So I'm excited to do that in a bit. Okay, that's the amount of bronze that I'm going for. It's still bronzed, but it's not as like bronzed as I would typically go. Because I feel like these Bratz aren't really bronzy Bratz. They're more like, I don't know what vibes they are. You know what they look like. I'm going to go in with some blush now. I'm going to be using the Milani Luminoso because I feel like these Bratz kind of have like a peachy, corally, orangier toned blush. I think it's really cute. So I'm just going in with Luminoso because I feel like it's a similar kind of vibe. Should I add highlighter to this look? I'm like kind of unsure. I feel like Milani's Luminoso gives the highlight it needs because the Bratz aren't really wearing highlight. Highlight wasn't really a thing in the 2000s like it is now, so I think I don't need highlight. And also Luminoso is a luminous blush. Like you can probably tell this is giving me a really nice sheen anyway. I'll take a little bit on the forehead, not too much though. So I feel like that's kind of all like highlight I need anyway because these Bratz aren't highlighted. That's my watch. I'm so sorry. That goes off every day of like this time. It's probably really annoying, but it's going to stop in like 20 seconds, so I don't really care about it. So don't worry, it'll go away. See, I told you it'd go away. Okay, let's go into some eyeshadow. Now, I chose out this palette because I feel like this is like the vibes so perfectly of the Rock Angels, because I was looking at Jade's makeup in particular, and she kind of has a brown eyeshadow with like purple tones, and then I could kind of see some pink going above her crease a little bit, so I'm going to use that pink as well. And then she has, in some photos, some of them have glitter on their brow bone, some of them don't, so I'm not sure if that's just like the photos, or if some dolls did come with glitter on the brows and some didn't, or if it got worn off in people's play. But this also has this chunky, shimmery, whitish kind of shade, which suits the glitter that she's wearing in a lot of these looks. So I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Sugar Cookie palette because it suits the vibes. And I'm going to start off with, what brush? I think I'm going to go in with this brush first. This is from Nude by Nature, and it's called the Concealer Brush. And I'm just going to take, oh, actually, let's fluff some brown in first. So first of all, I'm going to go in with this bottom matte brown shade. It's called, I think it's called Burnt to a Crisp. Yeah, and I'm just going to take this through the crease as like the dark brown shade. I'm just going to place it on first, and then I'll blend it out in a second. I'm not really stressed about like the blend right now. This is more just for placement. So I'm just going to take that over the whole eye. And then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is a Duo Fiber eye brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to fluff this around to blend it out. I didn't apply any like primer or concealer or anything to my lid before to like give myself a base, just because I feel like this palette is like quite pigmented. And I feel like it's going to be fine without adding anything. So that's all I'm going to need. Just blending it on the other side as well. I'm kind of trying to focus most of the shadow on the outer edge of the eye, just because, like myself, Bratz seem to have a preference for a more cat-like eye shape, a more swooped up eyeshadow look, which suits my preference because that's also what I like to go for when I'm doing eye looks. I try and like sweep it upwards more than make a more circular shape. Okay, I feel like one's more blended than the other, so I'm just going to go in on this one at the front a little bit more. I don't want to have an unblended eyeshadow look. That's not my vibe. Let's add a little bit more. You can always build up, but you can't take away once you've built up as much. So I try and like, there we go. I'm happy with the way that looks. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be adding some stuff on top of this in a sec, but that gives a vibe. Now I'm going to go in with that concealer brush that I talked about earlier. Is it called concealer brush? Yeah. And I'm going to go in with the dark purpley shimmery shade. What's this called? Tough Cookie. I'm just going to pat this literally on the center of the like eye. This is going to be quite a dark look because the Bratz are kind of wearing a dark look in this line. So I'm inspired mostly by Jade's look just because I feel like she's half Asian, I'm half Asian, so I'm probably the Jade of the group, but also because Jade's like skin tone is probably more like mine. I'm not really a Sasha skin tone, you know what I'm saying? And I also feel like her hair color and eye color are usually most like mine, although I actually bleach my hair, and so a lot of the time it's more of a Yasmin color. I don't know who I'd be if I was like choosing which Brat I was based on their fashion style, because I like everyone's fashion. If you think that I'm a particular Bratz in terms of like style wise, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd be interested what you see myself as. And let me know in the comments what you see yourself as well, because I'm interested to know. I'm just smudging a little bit of that matte brown shade we used earlier underneath the eye as well, just because they kind of have an under eye smoke as well, and I would like to try and keep the look balanced. So it's quite dark with that dark shade on the center of the lid, because it's kind of like a, you know, a Rock Angels look. I'm just cleaning up any fallout with the brush that I used to set the face earlier. Okay, I would like to go in with some pink now, so I'm just going to use the same brush that I used with the brown shade earlier. I'm going to go in with the pink shade from the palette, and this is called Cookie Pusher. And I'm just going to fluff this really gently over the crease, just to bring a little bit of pinkness up here. And I will blend it in a sec. I'm also going to drag that really lightly under the eye, because if you see on Jade's makeup, she also has pink under the eye as well. I don't know if I designed the Rock Angels, if I would have put the pink in there, but it does add a cute touch. So I'll add it because they've got it. I'll do it. And I'm also now going to blend using this brush, the dark shade of like cookie, what's it called? Tough cookie. I'm just going to blend that like purpley shade into the rest of the eye. Just kind of smudging it out so it's not as intense in the middle there. You can kind of see the purple a little bit clearer now that I've blended that, because it's not as intense. You can see the purpley undertones mixed with the brown a little better, while still maintaining that like smudgy look that we're going for, and still maintaining that darkness, but it's not too dark that it's like, oh, you know. I mean, it probably looks a little crazy because I have no eyebrows right now, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go in with that shimmery shade. I'm just going to grab it. It's called Nom Nom, and it's this light shimmery glittery shade here. And I'm just going to take that with my ring finger and pat that on my brow bone for like a really icy brow bone highlight. It looks chunky right now, and this is a chunkier shimmery shade, but I will be blending that in a sec with another brush. Oh, I feel like I need to contour my nose a little bit. I didn't put any bronzer on my nose. I'm just gonna like bronze up the bottom and the sides of my nose. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I'm going to take that same blending brush from earlier from Real Techniques, you know, that Duo Fiber eye brush, and I'm just going to blend that brow bone highlight around. So it still has that chunky look, but it doesn't have any like harsh edges or anything. Just like this. Okay, I think I need to go in with some brow product, but I didn't bring my brow product over with me. So one sec, I just go over there and grab my brow product and I'll be right back. I really like the brow bone highlight. I feel like it's very like... Also, my hair is not very Bratz Rock Angelz, but I'm not gonna dye my hair for a video like this. But it is very streaky. And I feel like, I don't know, the streakiness goes with the rock vibe. I really like the streaky hair that the Bratz Rock Angelz are doing. By the way, I'm using the Brow from Benefit today. This is actually my first time using the product because I was using up some... Ow, it's really hard to open. I was using up some other brow pomades first before I wanted to like crack into this one. Oh, guys, a brand new brow pomade. Get a load of that. Very excited. Anyway, it comes with this cute little angled brow brush, which is a really sweet detail that they added to the packaging. I think that was cool packaging, the way they like combined that. And I'm going to be painting on my brows. I'm not a pro at doing my brows now that they're not there, but I'm learning and I'm getting better every time I do it. I'm going to do kind of like a thin brow because I feel like Bratz dolls had thin brows, and you know, they were here in the 2000s, which was the thin brow era. The reason I went for the pomade was so that I could paint on like a bit more of a precise brow, because since I bleached my brows off, I kind of have been going for similar looks as to what I used to wear before I bleached them. Just using the brow pencil to fill them in and just kind of making my brows look like they weren't even bleached. But today I want to really like utilize the fact that I have no brow. I'm really excited. I hope it turns out because I've never gone this thin for a brow before. Like this is like a little line on my face. There's a cute dog walking past my house. Anyway, how far in should I take it? My natural brow hairs stop about here, so I think I'll just stop it there and start feathering. Okay. Guys, my brows are really thin. It's very Bratz though, like they would have thin brows. I think I should make them a little bit thicker though, just a little bit. If you can hear my mum, she's talking to the dog in the background. They're going on a walk together. Adventure tings, you know. It's a really nice day today. It's like sunny outside. What's the weather like where you are? Guys, let me know. So many things to let me know in the comments. Let me know what Bratz doll you are. And let me know what the weather is like where you are. Anyway, that was my left brow. I feel like it is quite Bratz. Okay, I kind of like it. It's very weird to see because it's like different to what I used to do with my brows. But I'm into it. Okay, I'm going to try and replicate it on the other side. So I'm drawing the tail first just because when I did have brows, I would always draw the tail first. That's what I'm kind of comfortable with. I'm trying not to arch this brow too much because this is my more arched brow. And it has a more angular arch here. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit less arched. Otherwise, it'll look a bit too dramatic. Or maybe I want dramatic. Do I want one of my brows to be a bit like Hey. Okay, I'm gonna draw this off camera because you've already seen me draw on one brow, and literally just gonna be me drawing a line on my other brow. And I'll come back when we're doing like liner. Maybe we'll do lashes today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've just popped on my liner and my lashes. My lash glue might still be drying, so if you can see my lash glue, hey. But yeah, it's just a pair of flared lashes, and I think they go with the Vibezzz. I'm really into this look. I love how thin the brows turned out. Like, I never could have done this thin of a brow if my existing brows were still on, because my existing brows were like so much thicker than this. Also, the tone of this brow product actually really suits my bleached hair color. This brow product is brow in the shade 3, which I believe is their most versatile, like universal shade. Definitely with my natural brow hairs, it would have suited a darker color. But I feel like I could have gotten away with this with my natural like hair color as well, if you want to compare it to my roots. Anyway, let's do a little bit of a lip color because it needs it. I'm actually going to go in with my lip color first and then line afterwards, just because the Bratz Rock Angel Jade that I'm copying the makeup of has a defined lip liner still. Like, it's that very iconic like 2000s like prominent lip color. Wait, what am I trying to say? The lip liner is visible. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a 2000s 90s thing. So I'm going to pop on a little bit of lipstick in the middle. And this is a very light lipstick. The shade is Butterscotch from Dose of Colors. One of my favorite super nude lips. And then I'm going to go in with the BFF original lip liner from Colourpop. And I'm going to use this lippy pencil to line my lips. And it's just going to subtly, you can see it defines the lips and it's a different color to the lipstick we used. The reason I'm using this second is because if I used this first and then went over it with that lipstick, the lipstick would have covered it. So I'm just going to go over it just so that it's like prominent and defined still. I'm also going over my Cupid's bow and like defining it rather than hiding it, because I feel like the Bratz, they're like, be true to yourself, and I have a defined and pointy Cupid's bow, so I'm going to accentuate it and express myself. Yeah. Okay, you can kind of tell it's like, you can see the lip line without it being too obvious, because I feel like I'd be a little uncomfortable if this was like too defined, but I want it to be present because that's like a Bratz mood. So yeah, that's my lip line. I'm happy with the way it's come out. Guys, I'm obsessed with this look. Maybe I should dress as a Bratz Rock Angel every day. I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray on because this is so cute. I want it to last. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray. I'm just going to drown the face in it. Obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Okay, well guys, this is the completed look. I'm going to come back with a little bit of an accessory moment and then I'll get into the outro. Guys, so this is my Bratz Rock Angels look. I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I love this. For my jewelry, I added like my little Tiffany & Co. like set because I feel like it's really 2000s. And also in the Rock Angels outfits, they're all wearing like really chunky like silvery jewelry, and this is like the chunkiest silver jewelry I have. Also they have a bunch of bracelets, but like this is the limit for me. I just wanted like the matching set. It's very 2000s. Hoop earrings, of course. These are my sterling silver ones from La Visa, and this is like a very Rock Angels hat. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this look. I hope you are too. If you try it out, let me know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, because I feel like this is actually like, super wearable, considering that I did this inspired by like a 2000s Playline doll. I can't believe Bratz were Playline dolls. Like, the quality was so good. Looking back on that now, wow, so many accessories. Anyway, this is my look. If you want to see a whole lookbook on Bratz Rock Angels inspired outfits, I'm literally going to film it right now that I've got the Bratz Rock Angels makeup on. So look, keep an eye out, keep a lookout for the lookbook for like me styling based on the aesthetic. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What other doll themes makeups should I do? I don't know, Barbie Fairytopia. Tell me your thoughts. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I upload very frequently, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.
Outro time, guys. Here is the completed look. I'm so stoked with the way it came out. I was really vibing this look. The 2000s were my childhood, so this era is like my vibe. My heart and soul was thriving. This is exactly who I wanted to be when I was 5 years old. So I hope you enjoyed this video as well. I really wanted to put some of the Bratz Rock Angelz music over this video as like a little background music, but I looked into the copyright rules and I really don't think it's allowed. I'm really sorry, but you should really go listen to the Bratz Rock Angelz album if you don't already know it by heart. It's a bop. I want to leave you with a pic that probably sold me the entire Rock Angelz line, and that's this pic here. I love it so much. Anyway, bye.